What's up, everybody? This is Kieran Ray, so I found the obsessive compulsive gamer of the O.C.G, and hopefully I'm live with Demon Turf. After trying the excellent demo for Bubsy, 4D, it made me want to play the developers' other games. Plus, I recently got the DLC for this game, and so I want to play the base game, play it. Hey! Yeah, this game I was telling you about, the guys who made Bubsy 4D's first game. I recently got the DLC for this, but I hadn't played the base game in forever. So I was going to jump into the DLC when I hadn't played the base game in years. So I'm going to go back through and beat this, and then play the DLC that I've never done. Plus, playing Bubsy 4D made me want to play the developer's other game, so it's a win-win. I get ready for the DLC and keep that for Browse Itch. They have a unique signature. See, it's 3D, but the characters are 2D sprites.
Look at that! Didn't expect such a little demon to walk into my dreams.
Oh, yeah? Well, I didn't expect to see a chump like you while sleeping either, but here we are.
You got spunk, kid. I'll give you that.
I got more than that coming your way, dingus. It's time for my butt to sit on your throne.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something funny, man. Have you seen the whole debacle over mixtape? Where it's like it came out, it's getting rave reviews, even though it's like 4 hours and has no gameplay. It's like a watchable movie, but like... Okay, so it's basically meant to like... It's nostalgia bait for 90s kids, or people who have an idealized version of the 90s, because it's set in the 90s and it's about a punk rock group, or they're punk, they're not rockers, but they're a punk group, and it's like a coming of age story of alternative kids in the 90s. And the whole thing is getting it's caused a huge debate because even though the game is only like 4 hours long, and it's almost like it's basically like a Life is Strange Telltale game where it's almost all story and very, very little gameplay. Despite that, it's gotten rave 10 out of 10 reviews across the board. And, like, IGN gave it a 10 out of 10, which, a reminder, they gave Crimson Desert a fucking 6. But, so what I just found out is that it is might be the first industry plant. Because, see, I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. A lot of people will see a game come out that's popular, and they'll say, oh, it's an industry plant, like Naughty Dog. But that's not what an industry plant is, and a lot of the time it'll upset me because people are getting the terms wrong. An industry plant is when somebody, like, tries to make something big behind the scenes. Like, the industry plant is usually used in rap, because rap is all about your street cred. So a studio will promote an artist, without letting people know they promoted the artist, because that way they have street cred. I did it on my own. That's what an industry plan is. When they try to create an authentic street rapper, and they're not from the streets, and it's all made up. That's what it normally is in music. So the equivalent in a game is not a big developer releasing a game. Even if the game is woke, it's not a plant. Because you know it's made by a major studio. But a mixtape, it just was revealed, was made by a studio, run by the daughter of a billionaire, who gets grants from her dad, a billionaire, to make games, and got money from the Australian government. So it is in no way an actual indie game, even though they marketed it as an indie game. And to show you it's not an indie game, they have all kinds of licensed music that's really expensive, like fucking Smashing Pumpkins. Okay? It costs a lot to license music in your video game. Or, you know, so there's like really big name hits on the soundtrack. That they could not afford on an indie budget. So, it's a real dichotomy. Because people are scoring fucking mixtape higher than fucking Resident Evil Requiem. And there are actually large parts of the game where you don't have to play, where you can't fail. Like, there's scenes where you're on a skateboard, and you're skateboarding, and you literally, if you hit something, it rewinds and fixes it automatically. You cannot fail!
Yeah, I could really do without the sarcasm, buddy.
But you're doing so well. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
So you can kind of see the same DNA.
This is like a good spot.
As Bubsy in this.
This looks like a good spot. Let's do this.
And what's interesting about the game is you can actually make your own checkpoints.
You truly believe you can beat me, the king?
Easy, buddy. Just you wait. once I'm done with this weird dream I'm having.
What? You think this is your dream? You don't stand a chance, Runt. No one will even cheer you on.
Whatever.
Yeah, and even though technically it's called Demon Turf, and you're playing a demon, her name is Beeves, for Beelzebub. The whole thing is portrayed as cutesy and kitty. It's not actually like a cult at all. Nobody's giving me Like I said, if you like Bubsy 4D, then you should definitely give this a try. It's made by the exact same team.
Let's do this.
Fine. Good luck on bringing me down. This'll be fun to watch.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Hold on, there's one more suite here. And the levels are set up between daytime and nighttime. So you go through the world during the day, and then after you beat it, you can go back through the world at night, and the levels are actually totally different. They're not just slightly the same. What the fuck? Thankfully, you actually have something that helps you out with collectibles. Okay, I'm actually confused. I can get any further down, like what the fuck? Is it in this building? It might be in the building. Yeah, my bad.
Moving on.
So the game's actually pretty long. Because you have to do each world. Each world during the day has the 3 cakes for you to find. And then there's a bunch of suites that pop up in the world at night that like unlock extra abilities. Fuck it, let me do the trophy. Shit. And just like Bubsy, the actual, like, things you get help you out a great deal. Like, you get one that, like, doubles your running speed. Fuck me, hold on. And you even get a rolling ball that's a lot like the hairball mode in Bubsy, where you can spin around, but it's you turn to Snake Wheel. Although that's later on, you have to after each world you get a new power. I think it's after the second world you get the spinning wheel, but it works very the same. But you have spinning around and have momentum. And I just recently bought the DLC for this on Switch. And while technically the DLC is standalone, like I explained, the DLC only came to Switch. While technically the DLC is standalone, I hadn't played this in ages, and I wasn't going to go into the fucking DLC when I was rusty on the base game, because the DLC is even harder than the base game. This is, like, they expect you to know the moveset and shit, so I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll just replay the base game and then go to Switch for the DLC, because you know, it's standalone. And I never did the DLC because it wasn't on PlayStation. Yeah. The DLC is Switch only. Due to an issue with the licensing. It's... Okay, hold on 1 second. They released the game as standalone, even though it was only $5. You don't have to have the base Demon Turf to play the DLC. And because they changed the movement. But the thing is, because they did that, Sony had a policy where you couldn't release a full game, a standalone DLC, for $5. And I think they said they would have to go through all kinds of hoops to get the DLC on PlayStation, and they were a small company, they just didn't have the money. They would have had to essentially make a different version in every other one of the game. So it wasn't that the developers said fuck PlayStation. It was, you know, due to the fact that it was standalone, it doesn't require the original game. So Sony's like, well, we can't have a DLC that doesn't require the original game. Okay, let me rephrase that. It's the only console that gets the DLC. If you play this game on Steam, if you play this game on Steam, it also has the DLC. So, when I say Switch, I mean the only console that got it. Shit. So, yeah. Anyway, so I finally had a few bucks the other day, and I got the DLC for Switch. But like I said, this can be a pretty hard game. This is only the first level. The levels actually get pretty hard. They really expect you to learn the ins and outs of the movement, which is kind of complex, like Bubsy. So I wasn't going to jump into the DLC without playing the base game, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll play the base game again. Plus, I was just talking to you about this game, and how you like it if you like Bubsy, so I thought, fuck it, I'll replay that.
The demon world is inhabited by all kinds of nasties. It's separated into turfs chance to the Demon King himself. I say it's time to kick his sorry butt out of here.
And then they're doing a sequel to this.
Yo, Beebs! You, look annoyed.
Heck yeah, I am. That turd of a Demon King taunted me in my dreams.
Well, what? You think it was actually him?
I don't know, but I'm more pumped than ever to kick his butt.
Sounds about right. Good thing I figured out exactly whose butt to kick first. Head up to the town square towards the large bridge. You'll see the Demon King's castle gate in front of you. But alas, to power it on, we'll need to collect batteries first.
Bring it on.
And the Apaka Desert Gang has a bunch of them. So turn left and enter that portal, and you'll be their turf leader in no time.
Alright, let's wreck the Apaka Desert Gang.
Oh, fuck. So you have a big hub where you can chill out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the DLC once I did this. I've heard nothing but good things about the DLC. So when I first played this, it really pissed me off that the DLC wasn't on PS5. Anyway, they're doing a sequel to this later this year. It's already on Steam. It hasn't come to consoles yet. And they've only announced it for Switch, and I hope that's not the case. I mentioned that earlier. Because I just think that was a Nintendo promotion. Because every other game they've released, including Bubsy 4D, is coming to all systems. So it'd be weird to not release Demon Tides on PS5 as well. Because Demon Tides is like this, but in a massive open world. Like if they took the basic gameplay of Demon Turf and they put it in the sea level setup of Bowser's Fury. It looks really fucking good. Yeah, you can take photos of the places. See, there's 4 worlds: Apaka Desert, Armageddon, Armageddon, New Neo City, and Peak Plateau. So the DLC is basically a 5th world. And each world has 7 levels, and you can do them all in any order, except for the boss level. I mean, you have to, finish every level to do the boss level, but you can do the levels in any world in any order. And then there's nighttime versions of the stages, and it's not like a tiny variant. It's like a totally different stage, which you'll see. So there's actually quite a lot of content in this game, and the Neon Splash basically adds a full 5th world. King's Lair, Throwaway Can.
Oh, hey.
I never give you Disney Vegas.
Hey, Luce. The Demon King taunted me in my dreams last night.
He did? What did the boss say? What did he say? Exactly.
What does it matter? It was just a dream anyway.
Oh, right, yes. Of course it was just a dream and not actually him. Well, good luck on your little adventure then, Beepsy.
It's not just a little adventure, Luce. I'm actually gonna do it. Count on it.
And each world has its own hub.
All right, here we are. Jeez, it's dusty. All right, back to business, Beebs. Looks like we need to steal this battery first. Huh? Which should then unlock this bridge to the other zones in the Apaka Desert.
Easy enough.
Well, my bad. In this one instance, you have to do this level first, but most of the levels you can do in any order.
Let's do this.
Oh shit. So you can double jump, you can then spin through the air and then pop out of it, but if you do that, you can double jump, double jump. Ah, fuck off. Plus you have the triple jump. I didn't know what you call this, but the backwards jump. That's in Mario. Or the sideways, well, they call it the sideways jump, but really you can do it anyway. You know what I'm talking about? Where you go back and then you go forth. And then you get a grappling hook. The spin wheel that lets you move around really quickly. The ability to freeze time, and then the ability to turn into a bird for super long distance gliding. See? I'm just still getting the hang of it. And then you get all kinds of tweaks you can get. When you go to the levels at night, instead of getting cakes, you get sweets. And you can use those to buy upgrades for your movement. Kind of like the movement in Bubsy. Like, one of the first ones you get doubles your movement speed. And it's a fucking game changer. Actually, I need to have a guide ready. Because there are photo shoots in the main town, but there are also photo shoots here. And I don't want to have to fucking come back to levels to do them. And you're essentially going to need to do each level 4 times if you want to get the platinum. Which, of course, so it can take pretty long to get the platinum because you have to do the level in day and night. You have to collect all the stuff in the level in day and night. Well, I'm sorry, you have to do each level, I'm going to say 3 to... Yeah, you gotta do, let's say you gotta do each level 4 times. the first version of the level during the day, the second version of the level during the night, get all the collectibles, and then do speedruns of both. That sounds like a lot of retreads, but like I said, day and night are totally different. What level is this? It has a very creative art style.
Let me try. Oh, yummy. This looks like a good spot.
Ah, fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
Bring it on.
Oh well.
Tops in the head.
Aha, fuck you.
Right on, Beebs. Now we can access the other zones and steal more of their batteries.
The game is also super well optimized. I mean, it's not insanely graphically demanding anyway, but even on Switch, this runs at, I think, 1080p 60. So, unlike most Switch ports of the game that are ass, there's virtually no difference in the Switch port and the rest of the game because it's really well optimized. Most of the time, you're lucky if Switch hits a solid frame rate, so I appreciate the fact that even the Switch version is 60. Shit. Ah, fuck. Get the pole, give me the pole! Ow!
Let me put this right
What the fuck? That took forever. I just think I placed a flag right there. I was waiting for that fucking second platform to come out for like 7 business days. What the fuck? Ah.
Moving on.
Get the phone. Get my phone. It's hard to believe that all that shit happened with you and that chick, man, just because she thought you unsubscribed to her. That's,
Moving on.
you know, I mean, I think it's probably for the best. Because, like, if somebody's gonna unfollow, like, if somebody's gonna lose their fucking mind because you unsubscribed to them or thought you unsubscribed to them, yeah, that's not good friend material, man. I mean, if you unsubscribe to me, I'd be upset, because, like, well, why did you unsubscribe? Because it feels like you don't want to see my content, but I wouldn't be like, well, fuck you, our friendship is over. And you didn't even unsubscribe, I'm saying, but even if she thought you did, but I'm saying even if you did, her reaction is kind of uncalled for. So she did you a favor, man. And you said this is not the first time she's gone fucking haywire and flipped off the handle, so you deserve friends who are gonna treat you right, man. Woo. Freaking lasers!
Moving on.
Shit, I missed a cake. Oh, shit, wow. Okay.
Yummy.
Can't believe I missed that. Oh, there's 2 I missed, man. Now I feel dumb. Oh, well. Fuck. Also, props to fucking Demon Turf for using the good wall jumping. Most games and platformers like this that you do wall jumping are only on preset services, and that's okay. But I like it a lot more when you have the Mario Sunshine-esque wall jumping, where you can pretty much any service you can conceivably get your hands on, you could bounce from. That's like one of the main things you see people sequence breaking in Mario Sunshine is with all the crazy wall jumps you can do. Shit. Actually, hold on.
Moving on.
And, in Demon Tides, they even took it a step further. You can now wall run. Which I love me some wall running ever since I played the Sands of Time. Get that paw. That's my paw. You just leasing that paw from me, Echo. I took only paw. Alright, there we go.
Moving on.
Shit. Aha! Suck it. No, I risked it.
Moving
Oh.
on.
You can also completely customize your outfit, different outfits, change your hair color and stuff like that. You can customize her in both games. It's cool.
Moving on.
And shit.
Nuh-uh.
Ah, there's a cake right there. Oh, there, I see the cake right there. Okay.
Let me put this right
Well, I'm really glad I made that checkpoint. We'll get you, Echo. We'll get you. Look at that. Look at the kitty. Shit.
Let me put this right Moving on. Moving on.
Shit. Get it. Get it. Wow. Oh wow, it's at the start of the level, I guess, behind where you start. Oh, that's crazy. No, it's oh, okay, it's above. Gotcha. Aha!
Moving on. Bring it on.
Okay, now I need to go back.
Moving on. Moving on.
Ah, shit.
It's time for a whooping.
Shit. I'm bad. Yeah, baby!
Let me put this right here. Moving on.
You're a big boy. Big, real fat, greasy bacon, big chunk is just an absolute unit, you know?
Let me put this right here. Moving on.
Oh, wait a minute.
Moving on. Moving on. Moving on.
I'm trying to figure out if I fucked myself. I was supposed to get a photo of the top peak, but I think I had to use the crane before I moved it.
Ah!
Wait a minute. Moving on. Yeah, I may have to come back for that one. I'm gonna try doing this again real quick to get the picture I missed. Shit, almost. Fuck. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe fuck? Maybe I do have to go this way. Huh. There's gotta be a legit way to get up there. Okay, I don't actually have to get up here. I'm actually gonna restart though. I got very close to actually getting the trophy for this level. Good.
Moving on.
Just gonna fall. Just gonna fall.
Moving on.
You flail your wings one more time in your double jump demon form. Cool. You fall slower. Cool, no time to waste. You run faster. See, that mod makes you move so much faster. I mean, it's not like you're, you know, breakneck fucking speeds, but it almost makes you feel like you're walking before.
What's up? What's up?
Whatever. What?
What's up?
Whatever. moving on. It's time for a whooping.
Oh shit. Good kitty. My favorite kitty in the whole world. Ranked. Shit. Shit. No, this is not a dog. So what the hell, man? You wanna get up, baby? Okay. Up. Okay. Her leg's still hurting. Weird things set it off. I'll lift her up and she'll have me lift her up and it'll be fine. Then I'll do it another time. Wow! I'll kill you! Fuck.
Let me put this right.
Fuck a dog.
Moving on. It's time for a whooping.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go check some real quick. Bloop, 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 bloop.
This looks like a good spot.
You're the only one down Echo, but if you want up, you can come back up. But you know I'm gonna have to lift you up here.
Moving on.
I'm actually just trying to think about what my top 10 platformers of all time is. I had to really think about it, honestly. I know I would definitely put...
Moving on.
I would definitely put Super Mario Odyssey on there. That's not due to recency bias. I legitimately think Super Mario Odyssey is my favorite 3D Mario. Oh. Nope, you got your gloves in. Yeah. Or not even recency, but or it's not recency or nostalgia because
This looks like a good spot. Moving on.
if I fucking was going by nostalgia, it'd be Super Mario Sunshine. That was the Mario game I played growing up. And I like Super Mario Sunshine, but I just think I think everything about Odyssey is just the fucking culmination of everything that makes a 3D Mario great. The levels are open and filled with dense shit to do. Mario's moveset is the most intense it's ever been. I wasn't sure how I felt about the whole Cappy thing at first, because it's like if they don't do it right, if they put too much into Cappy, then it's not a Mario game anymore, and if they don't put enough, then it's just a gimmick. But instead, it's not. You still play plenty of Mario, but instead you get to take over all these creatures, and they're fun as fuck, and interact with the world on a scale you didn't. And then, you know, like, so many Mario games have the standard Mario thing, but, like, by going on a world adventure and having all these different things and culture, they managed to have a Mario game where it's like you're gonna be, you know, in this gothic castle one minute and then fucking basically New York the next. And it has such a huge fucking post-game, too. I actually think it has one of the best post-games in any game ever. Because you, oh, I see. Every single fucking world gets updated with new things.
Moving on.
So it's like right when you beat the game, oh hey, we have every single world now has new shit in it. Go back, and now, we have a new world, Mushroom Kingdom, right off the fucking bat. The classic, I mean, totally fucking classic world that they knew was nostalgia. And then, oh yeah, you can also unlock the dark side of the moon and the darker side of the moon. So it's like, honestly, after you beat the game the first time, it's like you're just getting started.
Moving on.
And I like my only nitpicks is that there are actions that exclusively require you to fucking that benefit the Joy-Cons, and motion controls. Like you can with buttons you can throw the cap in any direction. But you can't do that with buttons. With buttons, you can just throw the cap in front of you. With Joy-Con, you can literally throw it here, here. And then, trying to figure out the way to put it, really, bro? There's like, you can move faster in every position, climbing up poles, using caps, but you have to shake the controller. If you don't want to use motion controls, you're going to do that. But there's two other buttons on the controller that's not used. They could have done those controls. I don't want to feel disenfranchised because I'm using the Pro Controller, because honestly, I fucking hate the Joy-Cons. But that's just a nitpick, honestly. Like, in the sheer face of everything that fucking... in the sheer face of everything that Odyssey does right, I really would give it like a 10. Not Mario, fucking Maximo, Ghost of Glory, I would put that on my top 10 favorite platformers. It is sublime platforming. It's hard as fuck, but it's always fair. And I love the atmosphere, the aesthetic, and it's just a platformer that expects you to have precision. And it really, really, really well straddles the line between kitty and scary. And it's just masterful. And it's one of those games where it'll kick your ass until you get good at it, and then you can excel. Like, I literally... I took a picture a while ago of me and Maximo, and I have like a fucking like 1,300 coins. It's like a fucking fortune and like all the power-ups at once. And you know, I call it the Dark Souls of platformers because not just because it's hard, because it is, but because it requires precision. And once that's the thing about the Souls games that a lot of people don't recognize is when you get good at them, you can flip the tables. That's why, you know, those games are so hard, and then you see people like fucking ripping a boss a new asshole. Because once you get good, you get really good, and suddenly the script is turned. You find the right build for you, and suddenly you're the one that you're the danger.
Moving on.
Hat in Time, I think, is not only one of the best indie platformers ever made, but it's just one of the best platformers ever made ever. The aesthetic is perfect. Each world feels so different and fresh from the last. And the Alpine skyline has got to be one of my favorite fucking worlds in any platformer ever. Where it's like, literally, it's like, it is like a miniature open world in a platformer in one level. It's fucking sick.
Let me try.
Every level is like its own game. Like, it's only 4 worlds, but each one is so different. You have fucking Mafia Town, Bird Studios? Dead Bird Studios? I forget the name of the bird studios. Subcon Forest and Alpine Skyline. And it's just, the movement is fucking sublime. So it's like, yeah, once you get good in that game, I just love A Hat in Time, I really do. I have played it repeatedly, gotten 100% multiple times, done all the DLC. I mean, you might be a bit of a nostalgia bias speaking, but I genuinely believe it. I fucking love Jak and Daxter. Moveset's great, the world is amazing, and it was a fucking tour de force of graphics at the time. To draw distance out to the heavens. It, I'm not sure how the fuck I'm supposed to get up there. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, if you like a game and it doesn't have DLC, it's pretty shitty. But, or for your platform, it's shitty. But like I said, it's not really the creator's fault. Microsoft and Xbox both had the policy that you couldn't have a standalone DLC. So they would either A, need to make an entirely new version for each console, which actually takes a lot of money. More than you think to recertify and all that stuff for a new version. For a small indie company, this game is made by like 5 people. They use fucking Unity as game engine. And 2, give away the DLC for free. I don't think they did that. Like, I have to read to you the exact reason why it didn't come on. Like, the developer clearly explained. It wasn't that he didn't want PS4 and Xbox to get the DLC. And PC does have it, by the way. I just want to make that clear. Switch is the only console. But on Steam, you can get it, because Steam doesn't have the same policies. But yeah, I know I was upset. Hold on, let me Google the exact statement that the main developer made. And in this one way, in this one really weird way, Nintendo actually has more progressive policies than the other two. Which, it's hilarious. Oh shit, I need to plug up my phone, it's been low on battery. And I'll literally give you the exact technical reason why. Okay, this is from Fabraz, the guy who made the game, on Reddit. Hey, yeah, unfortunately for technical reasons, Neon Splash won't come to consoles. Neon Splash runs on a modified version of the Demon Turf engine, meaning they are actually separate applications, because they modified the code and all that stuff. We get around this on PC by having a launcher, which then covertly closes and opens the DLC. This is not possible on consoles. One of the reasons is it was supposed to be free, but they wouldn't let them do that. So that was the compromise. They wanted to do Neon Splash for free, and Nintendo was like, no. But that's what I'm saying. So that's why, because they modified the engine for Neon Splash. And so it's using a very almost different code base, so it's a separate application. So it just closes one and opens the other. But on console, they wouldn't let you do that. They considered that to be a separate game that you have to pay full game price for, rather than having it as a launcher. So it's really just due to policy bullshit. Not, like I said, not to the developer not wanting to make it happen. And they thought about releasing like a Game of the Year version, but they would have to do a whole new certification. They just didn't want to do that. Like I said, it actually costs money to bring a game to the PS Store, quite a bit. To do a new edition would mean they would have to spend the money. Oh shit. And yeah, they didn't have, like I said, they were a very small team. And like in Neon Splash, the actual levels are better and bigger. Like they overhauled their engine with Unity, but they overhauled it. Yeah. Well, policies change. I mean, dude, it's the same thing they're doing that's fucking multi-games right now. On PS4, games can have multiple platinum trophies. If they're like compilation games, shit like that. On PS5, Sony made it so that it must have only one trophy, one platinum trophy per game, even if that's a compilation of multiple games. So, like, you know, like the Spyro trilogy, the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, they were allowed to have 3 platinum trophies because they're technically 3 games, even though they're one application. But on PS5, you can't do that. If it's one application, it can only have 1 platinum trophy. So a bunch of games, like the Tomb Raider collection, the Soul Reaver collection, would only have 1 platinum trophy on PS5, but they would have multiple platinum trophies on PS4 because the rules changed. And then other companies who wanted to not do that had to do special things. Had to do special things to get around it. Like the Metal Gear Solid collection, there's not a launcher for the Metal Gear Solid collection. Every single game in that collection is a separate application. So, actually, when you go to play the Master Collection, it actually is listed as like 6 items. So, but then, that's not good for indie developers or people that are trying to keep the cost down, because if you launch each one as an application, Sony charges you the fees for each application. So, if you're a small developer trying to make a game in a budget, that means you have to get the certification process 6 times. A company like Konami can do that because they have money. Small indie developer couldn't, so like, they actually made the Tomb Raider collections on a very small budget, which is why they couldn't release them as 6 separate applications. Like, they may have been backed by Embracer, but those remasters were actually a low budget. And they did a great job with what they had, but they weren't a big budget game, so they couldn't have afforded the fees to do that. And then for every update they would release, they would have to release the update, and I think Sony gives you 10 updates that are free, and then after that they charge you 10,000 an update. I'm not kidding. Which companies can pay that when they're small, but that would crush them. And so, say they rolled out an update for the Tomb Raider collection, and all 3 versions of the Tomb Raider were separate apps, they would then have to pay $30,000 per update. Ad nausea. That's what I'm saying. And those were very small budget games, so they couldn't do that. So, I remember people getting really mad at the Tomb Raider remasters for that, and it wasn't their fault, actually. That's what pissed me off. Like, you're right to be upset, but you're getting mad at the wrong people. If you play the fucking, you know, the Tomb Raider remaster on PS4, which I did, all of the games have separate trophy lists with a platinum. Although, actually, to be honest with you, I'm never gonna get the platinum for any of those games, by the way, because they're fucking bullshit. You're expected to get all the trophies, all the, the trophies and the levels, artifacts or whatever, which, okay, cool. But then they expect you to, like, go through the level without dying, go through the game and die every time. Like, if you've actually looked up what you need to do to get the trophies for, like, Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3, it's fucking ridiculous. And Tomb Raider 3 is already one of the most bullshit games in existence. I pretty much played, oh shit. I pretty much played the shit out of every Tomb Raider game, every main Tomb Raider game. And I've beaten most of them repeatedly. And I have the platinum for Tomb Raider Legend, by the way. Which was not easy either. And actually it was glitched and I had to replay the game like a 3rd time to get that. Because you have to get all the artifacts, and then you have to get all the time travels, so you're basically playing the game twice. And then I got a glitch in the English version when it launched, where one of the trophies wouldn't activate, so I had to speedrun the European version to get to that level. Because at that point, I'm like, I'm 2 runs in, I'm not giving up. They fixed it now, but for like the first couple months after launch, it was fucking broken. But anyway, I have the Tomb Raider Legend Platinum Trophy because I think that's a fair trophy list. Okay? But the fucking one, Tomb Raider 3, and not only that, I don't think that Tomb Raider 3 is a good game. I like a lot of parts of Tomb Raider 3, but they tried to make, the Tomb Raider games are already very difficult, the classic ones, and they tried to make one that would challenge even seasoned Tomb Raider players, and I think they made one of the most absolute fucking bullshit games imaginable. I fucking hate it. The other one, what, man? God, I'm lost. That's my bad, I guess. Oh, shit. I'm supposed to go. Like, atop the building thing? Hello? Alright, let me back. So, Tomb Raider Anniversary seems to be the same. You have to play it on hard. But that's not that hard on Tomb Raider Anniversary, and then you have to do the time trials. It might be harder than Legend, because Anniversary is a harder game than Legend, but I don't think it's that bad. It's still pretty fair. I'll get it one of these days. But no, Tomb Raider 3, man. I would never, ever beat that game ever again. I basically made homemade burritos. I wasn't expecting dinner to be ready. I normally don't eat on stream, but fuck it. I want to eat them while they're hot. Like homemade burritos. I love... Okay, Tomb Raider 3 did a lot of things right. They let you do most of the levels in any order. There's 6 levels. You have to do the first one, and then you have to do the last one. But the 3rd, 4th, and 5th levels, you can do it in any order. I like that. They added sprinting, which felt great because the movement speed was never that great in the original games. And it was actually one of the first games I can think of that added sprinting, especially for a platformer. They added crouching and crouch rolling and a lot of stuff to her movement. And there's actually individual levels that are really good. But Tomb Raider 3 was trying to be hard that would challenge Tomb Raider fans, even though Tomb Raider was already difficult. And instead they did it in the most asshole-ish way imaginable. It's a series of insta-death kill pits. They severely limited saving in Tomb Raider 3, in the original version. You only get a handful of saves in the game. In each level. And these levels are fucking huge. They're bigger than 1 and 2. And they are filled with insta-kill death traps. And not the kind that makes sense. You are pretty much guaranteed to die to these traps the first time. Okay? So it's designed to, You didn't know that we had an instant death dart that would pop out of there that you couldn't see? Well, you're gonna have to replay the level and you're up to your last save. And every level is fucking filled with that. I'm saying stuff that's almost literally impossible to see coming the first time. I'm okay with not doing it the first time. But I want the chance for me to be able the first time. These levels are built, almost designed for you to fail. Like, it's to the point where, unless you were following a guide, and you knew at that precise moment, that trap was going to be there, there's no way to know it. It's pretty much designed for you to die, lose your progress, and have to redo it again. And you know what? If there was once or twice that, okay, each level has like 25 of those. They added poison, and every enemy wants to fucking poison you, so you're constantly having your health draining in some of the levels. Oh, dude. And the worst part is the fucking London, man. The actual London levels are pretty cool. But there's a London level where you're underwater. And this level has you being chased by enemies with guns, sharks and shit. You have limited oxygen, you're in the dark, and you have to go through a series of complex tunnels. This is like a labyrinthian thing underwater. And you have to find the way. You're only going to find the way by dying. So you're going to spend hours in this fucking level trying to find the right way, running out of breath, trying to find the right way, running out of breath, trying to find the right way, running out of breath before you finally do it. While being gangbanged by enemies and in low lighting. It's one of my least favorite levels of any game I've ever played. And you know, they made it better, somewhat better, in the remaster because you have unlimited saving, which they did that in the PC version. But that came to consoles. Because people on console bitched so much that when they brought it to PC, they're like, okay, we'll let you save anywhere. Because it used to be, in Tomb Raider 1 and 2, that you could save crystals and you could save anywhere. You could only save at preset spots and levels. And it's just bullshit. It's literally, the only reason I beat Tomb Raider 3 is, one, because the new version gets rid of the saving issues. So you can just save anywhere, quick save anywhere. Unlimited. You don't even have to get crystals. In the original PC version, you still had to get the crystals. But you can just save anywhere. And because I told myself I'm going to say I have beaten each Tomb Raider game. It was a struggle, and it almost made me fucking give up. And it felt like work doing it, and it was a thing where literally, if I didn't commit to it, I never would have done it. I did not have fun. When I played it, I was miserable. It's hard in the cheapest fucking way. And and that's what I'm saying, because there's a lot that's good there. The sprinting, the crouching, you can climb overhead, like bars and shit that we go into other games came from there. And a lot of the levels are cool. Like Thames Wharf going into London Underground. There's a level where you're infiltrating Area 51 and you find fucking aliens. There's a lot of really cool stuff in Tomb Raider 3. But it's just totally fucked by that kill you death thing. And it's, so many people are like, oh my god, when are they going to do an Angel of Darkness fix? Which they basically did with the remaster. But I'm like, can we do a Tomb Raider 3 fixed? Go through the levels and remove the fucking FU death traps? But the funny thing about it is, Tomb Raider 3 actually has some of the best levels in the series in the DLC. They did a series of levels. Each of the first 3 Tomb Raider games got extra levels for PC. Oh, that's cool. You should hold on to that. It's rare. I hope to get it one of these days. It actually has there's no digital version. I actually upgraded the graphics on Tomb Raider Anniversary. Like they updated Lord's character model, so it's actually like one of the best ways to play 2 year anniversary. Because they released 2 year anniversary on PS2 first, and then they released it on 360. But Legend, when they released it on PS3 and 360, they greatly improved the graphics. 2 year the actual fucking 2 year anniversary on the PS3 version has a better lore model and actually updated graphics. It's not like night and day different game, but it actually has some bells and whistles thrown in that the 360 version and the Wii version didn't have. It's actually technically the best version. And it's the only way to play 2 year Legend. They didn't release it separately on PS3. I have Legend, Underworld, and Anniversary, all three on 360, and I can play them on Xbox One. And I will. They're all backwards compatible with Xbox One and Series X, which is cool. But they don't have 2 year Anniversary doesn't have the bells and whistles. There's the 360 port that's backwards compatible with just cheap and dirty port. Like when they brought 2 year Legend. Let me see what you're saying. I don't know what the rarest PS3 game I bought is. I have to think. Oh shit! I had 3D Game Heroes too. That's funny. It's a great game. I got it from GameStop back in the day. I've had my copy of it forever. That's fucking good. Homemade burrito, baby. My dad's a really good cook. I'm a good cook when it calls for it. I have O.C.G issues though. I usually overcook things. I'm afraid I'll make somebody sick with my cooking. Gotta never be looking at me for doing my sons of deals in and do them. But yeah. Like I said, the actual PS3 version Anniversary is the best. It actually has a better lore model, better lighting, better textures in a lot of places. It was actually a bit of a remaster, whereas the 360 version was just the PS2 version with a polish on it. And by polish, I mean slightly higher resolution, so it's quick and dirty port. They actually put some time in the PS3 version, the Anniversary. It's also why it sucks that the only way you can play Legend now on modern consoles on PlayStation is playing the PS2 version, because the PS2 version lacks all the bells and whistles you got. Tomb Raider Legend on 360 and then later on PS3 has a real-time lighting, where the PS2 and the other versions didn't have real-time lighting at all. Vastly better draw distance, better textures, better everything. I'm saying just said, like I can show you pictures and compare them. The actual difference between Tomb Raider Legend on PS2 or PS3 is staggering. But instead, you can only play the PS2 version of Tomb Raider Legend. Oh, 70 shit. Can you please give me Sorry, my she's being horrible. Can you please give me the deals and doom? Can you please give me the deals and doom? Yeah, my 3D Game Heroes is in good shape. Let's talk about Tomb Raider. My 3D Game Heroes is in good shape. I lost the case, but the disc is in near perfect condition. I mentioned it before, I lost pretty much all of my physical game cases. The entire apartment block got evicted. Not because of us, but because the landlord failed to do their due diligence and kept the building up to code. Didn't keep the building up to code, so it was condemned. So, 20 families were homeless. Well, I hope not homeless, but they were evicted. And so we had, a fucking week to move. It was just sprung on us.
Moving on.
So me and my dad had to move us, and we could only afford the van for 2 days because we didn't have money saved up. Because this sprang on us. And it was near the end of the month before we got paid. Really put us, in a bad position. So I used to have a stack of physical games that would go up to my height on the wall. But we only had 2 days. And what me and my dad could physically carry. What we could fit in the moving van. So me and my dad couldn't carry a lot. So basically, I had to take all of my games, remove the cases, and put the discs in Ziploc bags. Because there was just no way that we had enough room or space to bring all those game cases. And that's what I was trying to tell Alex and other people, and they're like, physical media is just better than digital. I'm like, yeah, not in that situation it wasn't. I had to lose all those cases that I spent fucking years collecting because I couldn't physically look them around. If you have a couple of physical games, okay. But once you have a bunch of physical games, like I did, hundreds of physical games, moving those cases becomes a real bitch. And it actually fucking broke my heart. Because like I said, I just built up that collection. I would keep the manuals of my games. I kept the fucking receipts of GameStop tucked neatly in the corner of the games that I bought. And we didn't have enough space in the van to carry them. And me and my dad were already carrying what furniture we had, our bed. So I basically had to just throw away all my game cases, except for a couple that were collector's items. My Tales of the Abyss for PS2 has the original case. And a booklet that actually is pretty rare. Yeah. So at one point I had the fucking case and booklet for 3D Game Heroes, but I had to get rid of it.
Moving on.
Pretty much all my physical games, I can look right there. Here I am right there in Ziploc bags because it was either get rid of the games or get rid of the cases. Shit. trying to find that fucking exit gate for this level. I mean, the games are what hurt the worst. But I had to leave a lot of stuff behind. Chairs, furniture. Me and my dad were 2 people. We had 2 days. And, we both have issues. I have issues with my leg and back. He has an issue with his back. My dad herniated 4 of the 7 discs in his back. At one point, he was told by his doctor that he shouldn't lift more than 10 pounds. Literally. Because his back was so fucked up. Like, herniating 1 disc in your back is a nightmare.
Moving on.
It can cause permanent damage. I mean, it does cause permanent damage. Yeah, 4? So, me and my dad were killing ourselves just taking what we could. We didn't have the, normally, if we had the proper time to move... Okay, I think this way. We could have waited. Oh, we do a load, Like, when we moved properly, it took us, 2 weeks going back and forth. So we were able to, do a load and then take a rest. But when we only had 2 days, and me and my dad back physically couldn't take all that shit, we had to let a lot of stuff go. Super shitty, what are you gonna do? Really? Fuck a duck. Ah.
Moving on.
Well, at least I know where to go now. So that's what I'm saying. That's one of the reasons why I've come to respect digital media. Because it's just so much more convenient to bring with you. And then also because it no longer became really possible to get physical games for me. Pretty much every game I buy is digital. Because before I lived in a small town where I could walk to the nearest game store. Everything was in a small distance. And I came to this city, Lexington, and the nearest game store is 5 miles away. One way. So I would have to walk 10 miles and back on my fucked up leg. I can't do that. So it became not really feasible for me to get physical games. Until then, I pretty much got everything physically, unless it was digital only. Yeah, didn't mean to derail the conversation. I was just explaining why I no longer have the case for 3D.Game Heroes.
Yeah! Bet Fredo didn't expect you to pull it off.
Time to kick his butt.
I can do the boss for the first world. And unlike in a lot of games, the boss fights in this game are actually good.
Huh? Peeps, check this out! I'll bet this'll help you in the fight!
Let's do this.
But a lot of 3D platformers have a reputation for the boss fights sucking ass in them. Like having weak boss fights. This game actually has good boss fights.
You actually managed to get me to duel you. Well, ain't gonna be much of a duel, eh?
Is that so, big guy? Well, I'm up for some bacon. Time to get this party going.
You're gonna regret this, shrimp. Try evading this, eh? Get over here!
Shit. Can't really get a checkpoint. That's another thing I really appreciate. Oh shit. No! Fuck! Oh, whatever. And then I just die immediately. Terrific. Ah, I need to watch out for the missiles more. Oh shit. Oh no, fuck! Okay. Alright, now we're gonna try Hardingsville, you son of a bitch. This little piggy can get fucked. Fuck you, bro.
It's too easy.
Porky Pigs.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Bad cousin.
Hey, Luce, check it out. I beat Freddo and am leader of the Apoca Desert now.
Oh, did you now? How very kind of Freddo.
Wait, what? No, like, I actually did become their leader.
Okay, now. Oh, very funny, everyone. You totally got me. Well, I guess I'll catch you later. Oh, grand leader of the Apoca Desertians.
You okay, Beebs?
Yeah, totally.
And then please give me do pickles. And then please give me do my sis fucking nesses. Got a never please give me do my pickles and do. Got a never please give me do my pickles and do.
Well, I've got a plan. Now that you've beaten Fredo, we can head back to Forktown and check out the Armageddon turf next. Or you could check out what's changed in the Apoca Desert now that you're the chief. Each zone even has a new battery for you to grab. Whoa! You can switch between each state back at my terminal.
Nice. Let's continue kicking butt, Midgie.
I'm gonna do this stuff later, return stuff. Well, actually, hold on. I'll do one of them. So you can see the difference.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. You call this a challenge?
Ah, shit. It's funny too because you can actually see that she's later, like they have posters of her where the bad guys' posters used to be.
Yummy.
And now you have new collectibles, the lollipops. Lollipop, lollipop. Lollipop.
Moving on. This looks like a good swap.
Lollipop, lollipop. And there's different photo opportunities you have to get to. Ugh. And I also like the fact that after you been your level and you've beaten it, you can actually teleport right back to the level from the menu. Fuck, my phone is being so slow. Oh, shit.
Yummy. Let me put this right. Yummy. Yum, 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 yum. Tops in the air. Moving on. Moving on.
Now I'm actually gonna go back to the main hub. There's new stuff there. Look at the upgrades.
Welcome to my home turf.
Oh, for real? I thought the Armageddon Knights ruled this place.
They do. My peeps just hang around here too. All right. Looks like we need to yet again conquer this zone first before getting access to the rest. Huh? Go show them who's boss, Beebs.
Bring it on.
Ah, shit. I forgot, actually. To look at the upgrades I can get now.
Moving on. Moving on.
Shit.
Moving on.
Oh, God, I should have made a checkpoint on the ship. Fuck a duck.
Let me put these right. Moving on.
Hey, Beach! Woo-wee! Right on time and just like I planned. We got a path to the other zones, Beach!
You call this a challenge? Tops in hand.
Shit.
Really?
Fuck! Fuck.
This looks like a good spot.
Wait a minute. Ah, there it is.
Moving on. This looks like a good spot. Wah! Wah! Moving on. Let's do this.
Ah, shit.
Moving on. 'Cause I don't want to lose. 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 'Cause I don't want to lose.
Oh, that makes my head hurt.
Let me put this right here.
I'm glad I put it right there.
Moving on. Yummy.
Fuck.
Let me put this right here. Come on.
Shit, well, I'm glad I put it right there. Ah, damn it. You son of a bitch!
Huh? This looks like a good spot. Moving on.
Fuck, I'm glad I made a checkpoint there. You son of a bitch! I'm breaking your fucking face! Get you! Bitch. Oh shit.
This looks like a good spot.
Shit.
Moving on. Let's do this.
Some of these cakes are really well hidden. I'm so fucking confused, man. Yeah, okay, I might just have to fucking Google this. This pissed me off. As soon as I put it in the thing, it pops up. Bibbidi bobbidi. Okay, goes. Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Yeah, I'm just looking at the guy because it pissed me off. Apparently one is right above a sewer pipe in this bitch. Yeah, it's one of my least favorite levels in the game. There it is, motherfucker.
Moving on. It's time for a whooping.
Shit, wrong one.
It's time for a whooping. It's time for a whooping. Let's do this. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Moving on.
Alright, so in this part here, I'll be back a little bit. Thank you for watching.